American funds inadvertently aid the oppression of Christian clergy in Jerusalem.
Video clip after video clip of Christian clergy being spit at by religious extremists, not Muslim religious extremists, but Jewish religious extremists. And that's something most Americans didn't know happened, didn't think could happen, particularly since the United States, the most important Christian country in the world, is funding this. Our view is he absolutely is telling the truth. And the story that he's going to tell you in just a minute is pretty shocking if you're a Western Christian, because it's a story of Christians being oppressed in Jerusalem by a government that American Christians pay for.
Now, for us as Christians, of course, it's damaging because think about let me tell you a story, a real story. I once was in a kind of a community visiting England, and I was speaking about how some Christians who have Zionist approach to the whole politics and the agendas, can be damaging to us as Christians in the Holy Land. And they say, how come? I said, because this agenda of money coming from the West, sometimes, they enable people, settlers, to confiscate my own land. Like we have lots of examples in Bethlehem where money that comes from around the world is invested in building settlements on Christian land. You know what the answer was? They told me sometimes we need to make a sacrifice for a better good, a greater good. Can you imagine that answer?
Christians told you this?
Yeah, Christian, somebody told me this, and I had a youth group with me. I'm telling you, they were in tears. They were in tears. How can a Christian brother or sister around the world take me as kind of a means, no matter what happens to me? How can I really reconcile myself with this? So from this story, I'm telling you that, these views sometimes are damaging because, they are exclusive.
So Christian churches in the United States send more money to, say, Jewish settlements in the West Bank than they do to Christians in Jesus' hometown of Nazareth?
That's not a secret. That's not a secret. Everybody knows that.
But just to be clear, the Israeli government is preventing Christians from celebrating Easter in Jerusalem?